You're listening to The Breakfast Show with Ben and Liam. They're on your radio, and that's why you can't see them. So stay for a while, they're gonna make you smile. And whatever you do, don't touch that dial. You're feeling fine, waking up to the sunshine with Ben and Liam.
It's been a little while since I've reached into my shirt and grabbed the key out. Grab your key, Ben. Let's
Thank you very much.
at the same time there. Unlock the forbidden folder. Okay, this is all the stuff our boss has said no to. In the past, though, like I feel like when you know you're not supposed to do it, it's more fun. Like we've had, like, what's your connection to a murderer? Have you slept with a celebrity?
Yeah.
That was one of my favourites, actually.
Did we do Have You Seen a Dead Body?
No, we haven't done that yet.
Haven't done that one yet?
Yeah,
It's coming up, though. It's coming up.
At some point. Let's have a little look what's in the folder. Okay. Oh, this is an interesting one. Do you have a nickname for your partner's privates? Even saying privates is kind of weird, isn't it? That's like a very, PC way of saying
Do people nickname their privates? Because I don't have a nickname for mine.
Yeah. It's kind of weird. It's weird,
Yeah.
but like, that's what this is all about.
Yeah.
It's about exploring the unknown. Producer Belle, interesting. You have one for this.
Yes, hello. Yeah, I do. Not
How
for
long?
me.
How long ago did you name it?
So, well, this is for my partner, Luke's.
Yes.
Which is interesting because he's actually come into work today for, what's
He had to
happening?
drop me off at work because he's waiting for his car to be
Right.
ready to be picked
So
up.
I'm looking at his eyes as you're saying this. So this is really going to hit different for me.
He, we've been together now for like almost a year, and it happened pretty early. And I'd never nicknamed anyone's before, but his name's Luke, and I just call it Little Lukey. But it's
Little Luke.
That's not fun for Luke.
but it's like I don't know if
Well, I suppose. Hey, you
But
would
then I go-
assume if you are a person called Luke,
Yep.
you would assume that it would be smaller than you.
Yeah.
yeah.
So you're always going to be big Luke.
But
for
then,
sure.
then I go, it's not so little.
Oh,
Oh God.
bit much for me.
Disgusting.
Anyway,
Right. Well.
anyway,
hey,
this is
look.
what you want people to say.
No,
though, when they call up.
this is it.
Yeah, that's it,
This
yeah,
is fine.
that's it.
So this is what we're doing. Do you have a nickname for your partner's privates? 13 24 10. You can remain anonymous.
If you want.
Alicia, do you have a nickname for your partner's privates?
Hey guys, it's actually not me. My husband and I found out that my mother-in-law has a nickname for my father-in-law.
Oh, yeah, that's a weird one.
That's
isn't
not
it?
one you want to find out.
Yeah.
Is it? You'd
No,
rather,
it
rather
was-
them keep that to themselves.
Absolutely, it was very awkward. We were playing the board game 5 Second Rule Uncensored, and she had to name 3 names for private parts,
Yeah.
and that was the only one she could think of. She just blurted out, Bobby, and then went blank, and we all knew what was going on.
Bobby.
Did you find out why it was called Bobby, or you'd rather not know?
We'd rather not know. Everyone just went blank and peed ourselves laughing,
Yeah.
and that was the end of that.
Daniel, this is yours. Yours has a nickname.
Ben and Liam, how are you?
Very
Good,
good. Now, did
Dan.
you name it, or did someone else name it?
No, the missus made a joke about it one night, and that kind of stuck. So
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
it's called the tenderizer.
Oh,
Okay. We're finding the line.
that's why it's the forbidden folder, I guess, Daniel.
Yeah.
Good for you, mate.
Tenderizer. Last one here. Claudia, do you have a nickname, or is that a nickname for yours?
The purple-headed warrior.
Oh! Yeah, that'll do us, Claudia. Thank you. I have lost my breakfast, and we will call it there.
It's time to stop putting off your trips and start celebrating summer with an amazing getaway.
Whatif.com has all kinds of accommodation options all around Oz.
Check them out on the What If app.
What if? It's Aussie for travel.
We're singing about suburbs all around Adelaide. Ben, I don't know if you've noticed, got requests here for Balhanna, Crayford, Stirling, Golden Grove, Holden Hill, Redwood Park and Greenwith, South Brighton, 74, North Haven, Wingfield, Salisbury, Paralowie, Smithfield, Manapara, Elizabeth, Hillier, Davron Park, Hectorville, Payneham South, Tranmere, Kensington Gardens, Hazelwood Park, Fruiville, Glenunga, Seaford Meadows, Morpeth Vale, Maslins Beach, Huntfield Heights, Ranella, Seaton, Unley, Croydon Park, Kilburn, Clemzig, Tennyson, Wollonga, Oaklands Park, the CBD and Lobethal.
Don't forget as well, there's a text for Surrey Downs.
Oh, yeah, Surrey Downs. There's also a text for
Yep.
Surrey Downs. So
But Liam, there's a bit of a problem because that's 42
It's 42.
suburbs.
It's 42 suburbs.
And we've only got one more week, like today, left to do it.
It's impossible, isn't it? It's impossible.
It does seem impossible.
Unless Grease Megamix.
Well, this song is Adelaide-centric. It could be problematic because Liam's asthmatic.
Why, it's suburb song time! All right, then, 42 suburbs. You ready for this?
I'm ready to go, Liam.
Let's do it. Suburb song time.
There's the hills, they're up the freeway. Balhana, chain of ponds. Lots of pubs, Crayford and Stirling. It's always pumping.
Now we're changing regions, cause I love Northeast. And my heart's in Golden Grove. TTP, Holden Hill Cobb Shop, Redwood Park and Greenmouth too. Chicken Jim's the greatest food. It's a suburb song, this is the last one. It's a suburb song, this is the last one. It's a suburb song, this is the last one. The song you need. Oh yes indeed. Why it's celebrating. Well, get down Tappers Hill Road, lots of seaside suburbs, yeah. Beach walking, oh beach walking. Get down past the airport, get a deal at Harbour Town. With a stop off at the port, turn into semaphore. You know you love North Haven, see the Dolphins misbehaving off to Wingfield. Yeah, to Salisbury, you're heading up on Main North Road. Smithfield, Monopara, Elizabeth and Hillier. So North Supreme, the lights are green on Main North Road. To Eastern Suburbs, Hectorville, Paynham South and Tranmere. Eastern Suburbs, Kensington, Garden Sea, the mansions and the silver hair. Really rich, she's really, really rich. Swim at Hazelwood Park, Paulus Road is drink at the Yucca Bar. Fruitville Food owns best by far, Versklanunga. Wow, this suburb song is going really well.
But Liam, we've got a call. I think it's a complaint.
Oh no, should we go to line 3 and find out?
Hey, Steve here. You haven't done the southern suburbs yet.
Well, hey Steve, why don't we chill it out and head over to the south?
Oh, cheers.
Bye, Steve.
Southern suburbs, concealed blades.
Watch your back at Colonnades.
Morford Vale's the suburb for me.
Maslin's Beach, there's lots to see. Southern days drifting in the commie too. Burnouts in Hunfield Heights.
Nella, give us more, give us more, give us more suburb songs.
We want more, it's our favourite by far.
Okay, alright then.
Seaton, Unley and Croydon Park.
Kilburn, Clamsig and Tennyson.
Willunga and Oaklands Park.
Morfordville, horsing around. Suburb song, it's almost done for 2021. Loberthal has the lights, it's a wondrous sight. The city, CBD, you can party all night.
Throw your hands up in the air if you feel me.
It's turned warmer, the year's near the end.
I think we've nailed it, don't you reckon, Ben?
That's all we've got for you now.
Oh no.
What?
We forgot. Sorry, Downs.
Sorry if we didn't do yours.
But that's the last suburb.
Liam, I've messed up big time and I'm in trouble, okay? I got home from work yesterday and my partner Sam said, you forgot, haven't you? Yeah, my mind starts going wild. What have I forgotten? Was I meant to stop at the shops on the way home? Am I home late? Are we meant to be going somewhere right now?
Yeah.
She said, are you serious? Are you telling me you don't know what today is? It's a very special day, she said. Is it our anniversary? Is it her birthday?
Yeah.
Is it my birthday? Ben, I've been planning this for weeks, she said.
Oof. Not good.
It's Finn's birthday.
Ah, the dog's
It's
birthday.
the dog's birthday.
Who
Phew!
cares?
Who cares?
The dog doesn't care.
Is exactly what I thought. What a relief.
The dog's over there in the corner licking his bum. That's all he cares about.
Thank God. Is exactly what I thought. What a bullet dodge that was.
yeah.
Just the dog's
Jeez.
birthday.
I mean, I was sweating for you. And I know
Yeah,
you pretty
I know.
well. I'm like,
Yeah.
pretty sure it's not your anniversary.
Yeah, I reckon you would have reminded me.
I would have.
Yeah.
I would have given you the heads up. I would have bought the flowers for you.
Here's
yeah.
the thing. I don't even really celebrate my own birthday, let alone celebrating the dog's birthday.
Yeah, what are you even supposed to do for that?
Well, she bought him like a nice bit of meat and she put him a little party hat and then she got him a new like fluffy toy that he could shoot.
Oh, he would have loved the party hat. That would have been awesome. A bit of elastic around the neck.
You've got a dog. Do you celebrate your dog's birthday?
No.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. I mean, Sarah talks about it like it's coming up. It's
Yeah.
coming up. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, cool.
Well, we'll take him for a walk like we always do. And I'll scratch him.
I know people do it though. I want to know this morning, do you celebrate your dog's birthday and how big is the occasion in your house? What have you done
Do you
for your
make
dog's
some sort of
birthday?
meat cake?
I bet someone's made a meat cake, but Kirsty joins us now. This is your cat's birthday. How did you celebrate it?
My 5-year-old last year decided that she was going to have a cat party in September for Max, her cat.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know whether he was actually born then, but that's okay. She invited several of her best mates over. They were all dressed up like cats.
Yeah.
And
Cute.
they actually got a cake. They got a mud cake, candles, and I had to hold poor Max in the photo. We all
love that.
sang happy birthday, and he definitely loved his party hat.
Yeah.
So,
that's the thing.
you know.
It is nice, but it always feels like it's more for the owner.
Yeah,
doesn't
I
it?
must
Like,
admit,
it's-
that's for the
that's
sake of a
cute,
5-year-old
though.
kid, that's pretty cute.
That's nice that
Yeah.
you went along with it all. Ross, this is your dog. Do you celebrate its birthday?
Yeah, we certainly do.
What's
She's a 13-year-old Shih Tzu, and not only does she get her own birthday party, but I have to share it because she was actually born on my birthday as well.
You're kidding. And so what is this 13-year-old Shih Tzu called?
Thumper.
Thumper. Thumper sounds like more like a Rottweiler's name.
Yeah.
Rather than a Shih Tzu,
And so are you throwing birthday parties?
Pardon?
Are you throwing her birthday parties, like actual parties?
Yeah, so my wife throws her little birthday party. She gets a little cupcake with peanut butter on top of it.
See, it's hard to know what you're allowed to give dogs. Like, I remember, like, when we would go through the Macca's drive-thru at Golden Grove, Dad would always get a soft serve for our dog.
Yeah.
Kobe.
Yeah, so did my dad.
Loved it.
Yeah.
I don't know if dogs are supposed to have dairy, but they love it.
Yeah. Whenever we're in the kitchen, my partner Sam always uses Siri and goes, Siri, can dogs eat bok choy?
No, it is heavily poisonous. And they're like, I gotta get him to the vet.
Karen joins us in. This is your horse. You celebrate your horse's birthday?
Yeah, it's my daughter's horse.
Wow.
We celebrate it every year.
What do you do?
Well, she gets lots of presents. She's a teddy mad horse, so she gets teddy bears. How
do you know a horse is mad about a teddy? Like, what do they do? They're going to start jumping around.
No, she sees them and she will cuddle her head into them and rub up against them and sniff them. So she has teddy bears hung all over her stable.
Yep.
She gets birthday cakes made for her.
Yeah. What's a horse birthday cake involve?
Oats, carrots, apples, molasses, all mixed together.
Basically, carrot
Carrots and carrots.
Do you have
very
like
healthy.
you sort of have like an oat sort of bake, and then you stick all the carrots in as candles on the top?
We did a candle last year for her, but that didn't work.
Yeah,
that didn't work out too well.
We burnt the stable down, unfortunately. We lost 2 horses. Ben, I've been going to the gym a little bit more this year, and I've noticed a lot of the guys at the gym, they have slides. You know, like after they finish their workout, they wear those slides, you know, the Adidas, Nike sort of.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, gee, I got to get myself some of those. They look cool. And my fiance Sarah said, "Oh, I'll get you some." And I said, "Oh, great, thanks." And then I was so excited because last night I got home. She's like, "Ooh, package came for you." And I was like, "Ooh, is it my slides?" And she's like, "Yeah." So I unwrapped them. She's bought me these.
They're the kind of slides or flip flops your mum would wear in the 80s.
These are like very thin, no brand, old man massage slides.
You know what they are? They're the ones where, and you know what we're talking about when we describe it. So they've got like the little, they're not sharp, but they've got like the little.
They're really pointy bits.
Yeah. So across the whole bit where your foot goes.
There's like pointy bits, so it's like you're walking on a bed of nails constantly.
God, they're ugly.
The brand is Massey. And she was like, "Do you like them?" I was like, "Yeah, thanks, yeah." And I took them out of the box and and it sort of gave me flashbacks because obviously I was expecting cool Nike or Adidas, and because when you're older, if you want a brand, you can buy the brand. But when you're a kid and you know what you want, but your parents won't buy you, you know what I mean?
Did Sarah think they looked good?
I think she thinks they look cool. They obviously the cheapest, most budget slides you've ever seen.
They're so heavy. It's the kind of, if you wore them out, it's old school, but someone would yell out, "What are those?"
Why don't we do this? 13, 24, 10. Did they buy the bargain, not the brand?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure a lot of people go, "Oh, yeah. No, I remember. I was like year 9. All my friends had this. I wanted that, and my mum just wouldn't budge."
13, 24, 10. Give us a buzz just with the slides. Can we take a photo of these and put them up on the Ben and Lee Insta?
We certainly can. Did they buy the bargain, not the brand? Tess, what happened?
So when my brother was probably about 10 years old, he and all his mates wanted some really cool surf shoes, like Globe or something like that.
Yeah.
And my mum couldn't justify the price, so she thought she could get away with giving him a pair of her really old kind of 90s shoes, sand shoes, and sticking on a Globe-looking brand label and him wearing them. He didn't take the bait, but yeah, it was pretty hilarious.
No. Yeah, everyone's at the skate park in their Globes and he rocks up.
in his mum's old shoes.
Yeah. That's what mums do, though. They get crafty because they can't justify it and they start getting crafty and it goes downhill real quick.
Thanks, Tess. Miranda joins us now. Did they buy the bargain, not the brand, Miranda?
Yeah, they bought the bargain.
What happened?
When I was little, all I wanted was a Cabbage Patch doll. For my birthday, I waited, and when I finally got it, it was a knockoff, and my mum had written the signature on the bottom with the texture.
She got crafty, didn't she? She thought, this kid won't be able to tell. It's funny, though, because I feel like you obsess over, brands and things, and, because your friends have it. When you're a kid, you're like, I've got to have that. You sort of lose that.
And as an adult, you look at it and go, well, it's the same. But as a kid, you go, it's not the same.
No, it's the Cabbage Patch Kid.
Katie joins us now. Did they buy the bargain, not the brand?
Yeah, do you remember the white Louis Vuitton wallet with the multicoloured little logos on it?
Oh, yeah. Very 90s. It had, lots of the yellow and the purple and the... Yeah.
Yeah, so badly wanted that. Mum was like, no way. Went to Cheapest Chips and got me a white wallet, and I sat in class and used coloured, felt tip pens and just drew the different multicoloured Louis Vuitton logos.
Did the other girls in Year 7 realise, or do you think you got away with it?
It was legit, guys. It was legit.
Is that real Louis? Yeah. Mum said I could have it, so... A couple of days ago, we were like, hey, give us a call if you've got a sexy voice. And we were pretty blown away from what we got. A woman called Mia called through, another guy called Jason. Really good voices. Some of the best voices I've heard, I must admit. We liked them so much that this time yesterday, we got them back on and did a little radio play.
Yeah, if you missed it, here's just a little excerpt from the play.
Want me to lick the ink off Daddy? I mean, Jason.
Mia walks over to Jason and slowly drags her tongue across the toxic black ink.
Surely that can't be good for you, Mia.
It's not, but I'm a bad girl.
Now, those voices, Mia's very husky, his voice
Jason's
very deep.
Hunky. We were thinking, wouldn't it be fun if we flipped it this morning and just had the least sexiest voices?
There's two sides to every coin, isn't there? So obviously there's lots of sexy voices. There's got to be some voices out there where they're like, oh, that's not that sexy.
If you've been told that your voice sucks, or maybe you just hate your voice, but you want to put yourself out there. 13 24 10. Give us a call. We'll send you along to Nova's Red Room with Joel Corey next week. It's the most exclusive ticket in town.
Now, let's not throw anyone under the bus, Liam, but I would like producer Andy to jump onto that microphone for me, sir. Good morning, Andy.
Hello.
Now, we've been told that some of your friends call you Monotone Andy.
Yeah, at a previous job that I had, the team thought it would be funny to call me Monotone Andy because I have a monotone voice.
What was the show?
Kyle and Jackie O.
Yeah, sounds about right, yeah. We just call you Andy because we're not bullies.
I don't have the most...
Unless Bell's on here, of course.
I don't have the most radio voice.
Yeah, it's, you know what though, like it is a little bit, you've got a bit of a timbre to it, but I can see where the monotone comes into it.
I wouldn't
say it's
hurt my ears.
I wouldn't say it's an offensive voice by any means.
But you're not going to be playing James Bond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's at least a less sexy voice out there than mine.
I reckon, for me, you're the benchmark.
You're the benchmark.
Yeah.
I reckon there's worse out there. If you have a very unsexy voice, I'm not expecting many calls for this.
Yep.
13 24 10. Please get in touch. We would love to hear from you. Matt, good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Pretty good.
It's such a normal voice.
Matt, your voice is, do you think you've got an annoying voice?
So, I hung up on the call because it was like, not necessarily, but then I thought, when you listen to yourself, it is annoying, but I think everyone sounds like that to themselves. I'm not sure.
Actually, I'm getting a little bit bored now, Matt. I'm sorry, but I kind of get it now.
A little bit drawl.
Yeah. But I mean,
what do you do for work, Matt?
Truck driver.
That's all right,
and
though.
look, I'm saying, Matt, it's not all bad because you have a nice oaky timbre to the voice. Like it's a nice deep voice. It's a voice that a lot of people like. It's the cadence for me. I'm sorry. I suppose this is it's the critiquing.
Yeah.
Have you been told that in the past, or did you just think that yourself, Matt?
It's the topics.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, look, Matt, I don't think it's too bad. Sorry. What?
Matt was still talking. You just faded him down.
Another thing, the voice was that drawl that I just I lost interest. No, I'm kidding, Matt. I don't think it's that bad.
No, it's not that bad. Kim joins us now. Good morning.
Hi. Good morning, Ben and Liam.
Yeah, that's like a little bit more annoying, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, why do you think you have not a sexy voice?
Because I work every day, my voice is croaky. Every time I speak to them, what's the matter with your voice? Everybody asks me that.
Yeah, no, now I'm getting it, Kim. Now I'm really getting it.
Kim, can I ask you this? Are you a smoker?
No, I'm not a smoker. I'm not a drinker. I'm a pharmacist. And so I work 10 hours a day, 11 hours a day, so I talk all the time.
Right. Yeah, I suppose it's less because it's a fine line between husk and rasp.
You know what? Hearing you talk, Kim, I hope you don't find this offensive, but it sounds like to me your voice reminds me of having a sore throat.
But you know what, Kim? I reckon if you just went on a holiday, you just gave yourself 2 weeks, I reckon you would be falling into the raspy category, which is all of a sudden the sexiest possible voice you can have, you know.
Really? Everybody I speak to, they always say, what's the matter with your voice? I say, no, I'm fine. Just talk to me. Keep on talking. I don't rest my voice.
Yeah. Well, at least because you're a pharmacist as well, so at least you can get some butter menthols.
Oh, that's it. You know, you're never too far away from the Strepsil.
Yeah.
I mean, a big vapor drop. Show sponsor. It's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? With doing, do you not have a sexy voice? Because people with unsexy voices call up and you've got to say, yeah, you're right.
I'm pretty happy with Kim, I think.
I think
Kim's a good one to leave it on.
Should we get them back to do the least sexy radio play ever? Like the thing that people would just be tuning out of the radio. They're like, I don't want to hear this. Producer Bell, good morning. You are the Love Rat.
Yes, that's me.
And
Hello.
if you're ever looking for a bit of love advice, if you're going, you know what, I've got this conundrum in my life and I want to kibosh it, well, just email the Love Rat.
Yeah, I mean, you can also send through stories. Please don't send memes. It's not really the forum for it. We get a lot of memes. It's great. Always good to share a meme, but not really. Just send it to our Instagram or something, loverat@novafm.com.au. We try and make that the place for this segment. We've got an awesome one from Cheyenne, and she said, Love Rat, how's this? My friend's wife was doing the dirty on him. After 7 years of marriage, she'd been cheating on him with another guy from work. So they're split now. He split with her. Before she moved out, he's a tradie, right? And he cut the left heel off of all of her shoes just 8 millimeters shorter on all of her left shoes.
So petty.
Subtle revenge.
Yeah, scoliosis revenge. That's going to put your hips out over time, isn't it?
That's annoying.
That is really annoying. And I suppose she would... Yeah, no,
would you
she
notice
was cheating on him? I think cheating on someone's meaner than that.
Would you notice... Do you think, or do you think you just get a sore back and go, what is causing this?
I reckon you'd be going to chiropractors and stuff, but going, something's just not right. And they're like, I fixed this like 3 times. I just don't know what you're doing.
That's good revenge.
That is a good revenge. Yeah.
It is. I mean,
it's sort of like little and nasty. But.
It is. And like I said, look, it is mean, and I get that she cheated, and that's horrible. But I think, that's, like you said, it's going to be so over time that by the time it actually takes its effect on her, he's going to be long gone, she's moved on, whatever. I don't know, I find that really, really mean.
But I think that might help him cope with it as well.
Yeah, because you're just going the whole time, you're thinking, I mean, really? Dave from accounts? Me? We had 7 years of marriage. We're going to start a family together. That's right.
Yeah.
She walks in circles now.
Well, have you guys ever gotten revenge on any exes?
Nah.
Too nice. I always go by success is the best revenge. And I think if people, say to you, like, if people are mean or whatever, and they say you're not going to be anything, and then you come out,
I'm the love rat now. Look at me.
I wouldn't say love rat is my best thing that I do, but yeah, I think success is the best revenge. I had an ex just like I was maybe 19, and he always said that I wouldn't go anywhere in radio. He always said that I wouldn't do anything.
What a mean thing to say.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
But I was like, no, I'm going to be a producer. And he was like, that's cute. And then he split up with me, and turns out he was like starting to see one of my friends.
Oh, wow.
So I guess I like it when, a little video pops up or something, and I get to share it, and I go, I think of him.
What does that guy do?
I don't actually know. I know that he had big plans to move to England, and then he lasted a month and came back.
Okay. Yeah. It'd be really annoying if he was like a Bitcoin investor.
Doctor or something.
No.
He's a model.
Hey,
now.
He's no love rat. Let's just say that.
I think success is good revenge, but I'm looking for cutting the heels off someone.
Yeah, can we not this? This is revenge. It doesn't even have to be for a partner. It could just be for anything. But how did you get revenge?
It could be for a neighbour. It could be for someone that's crossed you.
Yeah, and don't just say my life's so good. Not that there's anything wrong with that, Bill.
It's fine.
I think success is probably actually the best revenge. It's not the most entertaining revenge.
Yeah, but I don't want he cheated on me, so then I slept with all of his best mates.
I kind of want that.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, that's kind of.
We're not on the same page today.
13, 24, 10.
That'd be a great.
You wouldn't take a call like that.
When you said, we want to talk about revenge, and I'm like, that's great. In my head, that's where it went to, and then you guys came out with the heel thing.
No.
And I hadn't seen the email, so I'm like, right.
Let's just see what we get, hey?
Jane. So I've asked the question, how did you get revenge? Did you get revenge on your ex-husband?
I did, yes. So he taught my 4-year-old the F-bomb, and I asked him politely not to use that word in front of her, and he said, we're not all snobs like you. So he used the F-bomb in front of her again. So I decided, I don't get mad, I get even, and also I never get caught. So I actually told my 4-year-old she's allowed to say whatever she likes with Daddy, because I can't control the rules there, but at my house there are rules. He went to a wedding and used the F-bomb in front of his parents multiple times. And then he came home that weekend and told me that there are rules at Daddy's house now.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
So you trained your daughter to then say the F-bomb in front of his whole family.
Yeah.
I always find bringing in the kids into it is a good way of settling a score. Andy, Jackie, how did you get revenge?
My ex had a relationship, an affair with this woman who water skied. So I went up to my property on the riverfront and I shoved a screwdriver through the crutch of her dry suit. So
Cop that.
I was like, at first when you were talking, Jackie, I was like, I thought you were going to cut the brakes on the boat.
I thought we were going to have to drop the call and call the police.
Yeah,
sure.
I was like, this is actually going to be like a crime.
Yeah.
But you put the screwdriver through so it had a hole in it.
Absolutely. So, and the being a dry suit is completely sealed. So, I had pierced the crutch, so she wouldn't know until she actually got out on the water on that scene.
That's so.
And then my mother also told me to put a potato in the exhaust pipe of the boat. So,
I did
do.
That's probably not as good, though. Yeah, like the ones where they get a bit of a wet bum are always a bit more fun.
Yeah.
What if the potatoes backfired and shot out and
We used
killed
to
it?
we used to always put potatoes in like exhaust pipes growing up.
What
Yeah.
does it do?
I don't think I did much. I think the whole point
But
is
if the car can't,
I think if the
it's always
exhaust
bad for the car,
if the
right?
exhaust can't get out, it's bad for the car. I think, and then it might not start.
Right.
I believe.
Okay.
I don't know. I never stuck around. I never stuck around to find out what would happen. We just went popping them in there, running around, going.
You're the worst, man. I feel like I wouldn't have liked to hang out with you as a kid. He's got a little card in his BMX bike. Sounds like a motorbike. Oh, the backpack full of potatoes. Joined by Jodie Oddie, your Saturday morning breakfast host. G'day, Jodie.
Oh, good morning. I've got the giggles this morning for a Friday, which is fun, isn't it?
Oh, that's good. Friday giggles are fun.
Friday giggles are amazing. Hey, I have to tell you about a situation I've got at home at the moment, and I want everyone else to get involved with their kids if they can in just a moment. But my 10-year-old, who was so scared, Ben and Liam, to do anything at any time. Like, we actively encouraged her to walk to school. Didn't want a bar of it.
Yep.
Or could you, I mean, she's at that age where she could almost stay at home by herself with a little phone.
How old do you leave them? Like, I don't know.
I just led myself down that path, didn't I?
Yeah.
I think if they've got a phone and they can, what we quite often do is keep them on the phone and talk to them.
Yep.
Like if we have to duck to the shops or something.
Yeah.
I reckon 10, 11, 12.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all right.
Pretty broad.
That's pretty broad.
You didn't lock in an age there, did you?
Someone's trying to
10, 11,
navigate
12.
the angry texts from the mums.
I didn't want to.
Yeah.
Anywhere between
8
like
and 16.
10 and 41. Yeah, that's the kind of right for me.
So we've convinced her, boys, that in the morning her job now is to walk down to the coffee shop, which is on the corner.
Yep.
I reckon it's about a 40-metre walk. It started out, we'd watch her as she'd go, just down the road.
Yep.
And she was like, no, I can't do it. But she's eventually got to the point now where she delivers her two, we call them Ariana Grandes. They're Grandes, but Ariana.
Yeah, just so she
spice
can
it up.
remember.
Yeah.
Can I have two Beyoncés, please? I mean, what is it? Oh, no, Dua Lipas?
She's like, here's your two Ariana Grandes, one with a sweetener, one with a sugar, and a baby tuna for Harper. Like a proper boss little waitress.
You say cafe, but Grande, they do that on the run. Are you getting on the run coffees?
No.
It is a cafe?
No, this is Nathaniel's. This is highbrow.
Oh, it's Nathaniel's.
Nathaniel's.
Okay. That's pretty good, though. It's good that she's going down there and getting it herself.
I love it, and I
love it if you went there to the survey as well and you go, just fill up 9 out on Leslie. Good on you, mate. No, it's only 40 metres. You'll be all right, love. Go on, off your pops.
Go around to Subway. I'll have a 6-inch teriyaki. Thanks very much. Hold the olives. When I was little, I had a little boss job. So my Nana Pat, rest her soul, convinced all of us kids, all the cousins, that the best behaved kid got to brasso the knobs in her house.
Sorry?
Polish the knobs in her house.
Oh, sorry if you've just tuned in. Yes, you might have to give us a little bit more detail on that
So
one.
brasso,
Yeah.
which is like the shiny stuff.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, she convinced all the kids. It's if you're a good kid, you can polish the knobs.
On the doors. On the doors.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
That's wild. So if you were the best behaved kid, you got to go around and polish all the doorknobs.
Oh, it was such a ruse. Like, it's only now as adults you go, that's
Yeah.
it was
That's a raw.
child labour, but we were like, give us the brasso.
Oh, let's do it.
Oh.
How exciting.
13, 24, 10, can we ask, get the kids to call in if they want to?
Yep.
What's your boss job in the house?
What have you trained your kids to do? I like that.
Are they off getting your coffees? Are they off, pouring your wines? Don't call if that's the story. What
Also
are they,
in my house.
Yeah, are they washing the car? I don't know.
Let's find out what jobs the kids have got. 13, 24, 10. Give us a buzz. What have you trained your kids to do?
Jennifer, what have you got them doing?
Hi, I have a 2.5-year-old, and we've trained her do the dishwasher, so she unstacks and restacks it. So it's like a game to her.
That's pretty good.
That's impressive. At 2.5, is she putting the little thing in there?
The tablet in?
Yeah.
She doesn't put the tablet in because I'm afraid she'll try and mouth
fair.
it.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
she does everything else, so all 3 levels of the dishwasher.
What about the cutlery, though, with the knives?
She does like the ones that aren't sharp, like those chopping knives, but the sharp ones we put in.
Okay.
Well saved.
You passed the test.
I have a 2.5-year-old who needs to lift her game around the
Yeah.
house.
That's impressive, though.
It's
Very
amazing.
good. Joe, what have you trained your kids to do?
Okay, hi everybody.
since he was a baby, he's loved playing with baby wipes. So as soon as he could walk, I taught him how to clean the skirting boards with baby wipes.
Easier for him to get down there as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you're back, you got to bend over. He's just having
That's a
fun.
great one, Joe. And the skirting boards is one of those annoying jobs that no one wants to do.
Oh, the worst. And so because he can get down there, he does the oven door as well for me, and I get him to do the nooks and crannies with the Dyson. So,
Joe, very well trained indeed. A lot of jealous parents listening this morning.
Liam, a big happy first birthday to Lilibet.
Yeah, no one was really thinking about that over the weekend, were they?
No. So, of course, there was the Queen's Jubilee, Platinum Jubilee, 70 years on the throne.
You know what? I reckon she planned it. That cold-hearted woman. I reckon she's been conjuring this one up for 70 years. The Jubilee has landed on the same weekend as the birthday.
Yep.
Completely overshadowed it.
Yep.
I mean, even after Harry and Meghan named their daughter after the Queen, Lilibet, because I believe the sister, the Queen's sister Margaret, couldn't quite say Elizabeth when she was growing up, so Lilibet is what she was called.
Now, because Lilibet is only 1 year old, I don't believe that's old enough to be stroppy, like to be aware of what's happening.
A lot of that would be taken through into the early childhood, though, I think.
Yep.
You know, she'd always know when she was stood up.
For sure. Well, I remember so my sister is 9 years older than me. I was born 5 days before she was. And so definitely my birth overshadowed her birthday. I'm pretty sure on her birthday she didn't get any presents at all except for a doll from the pharmacy.
And, of course, because you were born around a similar time and because you're on the radio, your birthday now overshadows her birthday every year, and it has done for the last 10. I'm obviously joking. What overshadowed your birthday? 13, 24, 10. You know, maybe your great-grandma was having a diamond jubilee. Maybe it was something a little more brutal. Maybe someone passed on your birthday.
Maybe it was a funeral.
Maybe it was a funeral, but you still thought, well, it's still my birthday, guys. I mean, I've still done another lap around the sun. Vanessa has given us a buzz. What overshadowed your birthday?
Hey, guys. My birthday is on grand final weekend.
Oh, so every damn year.
Pretty much every year, yep.
Thankfully,
we go for the Bulldogs, so it's not much of a problem.
Okay. Well, I mean, you did have that. Was that 2016 you got up?
Yeah. My birthday was absolutely all about the grand final that year.
And last year, when you got absolutely drilled, no one would have been happy with that.
At least you're a footy supporter, though. That'd be worse if you didn't care about footy at all.
And then no one cared about your birthday as well. Joe, what overshadowed your birthday?
hi, Ben and Liam. Basically, everyone forgot my birthday because the Crows happened to win the grand final that year.
Oh, what, 97, 98? Which one?
97.
Oh, yeah, the first one, even bigger.
And what, and then not 98?
Then I just gave up.
Hey, we're on to you. That's a good point. You got the same birthday, don't you?
It doesn't change.
Unless you legally change your... I don't think you can do that. You can change your name, you can't change your birthday. Ebony, what overshadowed your birthday?
So my birthday is actually on September 11th.
Oh, no. I mean, it's more worse what happened there than what happened...
Obviously, you feel bad for... what happened, not necessarily your birthday, but that's a downer. Yep. It's especially because on the actual year, you wouldn't have got a look in.
Yep.
But now every year it's kind of that. It's that date that people don't feel good about looking at. That's for sure.
That's a tough one.
I don't think we're going to beat that. Right now, we're very excited to be speaking with this Australian hero.
Ben and Liam's unbelievable stories.
Unbelievable. Ben, normally we don't know who we're speaking to for Unbelievable Stories, but we had a heads up on this one and we're so excited. In fact, for the very first time, this person joins us in the studio. It's Dr. Richard Harris. Harry to his mates. Can we call you Harry?
Please do, Liam. Thank you.
Now, Harry, you have truly one of the most unbelievable stories on earth, so much so that I don't think anyone who's ever seen the news wouldn't know about.
Can you, for the listeners, tell us, what did you do?
Well, I was involved in the 2018 Thai cave rescue. I was the anaesthetist who went over to sedate and anaesthetise those boys at the far end of the cave and then help dive them out.
So you had the perfect expertise of cave diving and also being able to put the kids under.
Well, I knew one day that my niche sport of cave diving would pay dividends, and all those time away from my wife and family would show benefit.
And so, for someone like myself and a lot of people listening that have no cave diving experience whatsoever, what are the dangers?
Speak for yourself.
Sorry, Len. What are the dangers you face with this rescue mission?
Well, the primary danger to us was that the cave was not a cave that you would normally go diving in because it seasonally floods. It's usually dry for 6 months of the year, and then the monsoons come. Basically, a river appears out of the entrance, and it would be very dangerous to go diving in there because it's high flow, zero visibility, chocolate milk coloured water. It's not a place you'd wander into for fun. So the cave was not a particularly friendly cave diving environment, if you like, compared to the beautiful caves that we normally explore.
How do you see in that? Or do you just feel your way, or what happens there?
Yeah, you can't see. I just have my eyes closed most of the time.
So what? You're just moving forward.
We always have a rope running through the cave. So the first two guys who made their way as far as the kids put a rope in with the help of the Thai Navy SEALs and some of the other divers. And so that rope was installed by the time I got there. So basically one hand on the rope and just follow it 3 hours through the cave to the end.
So what's the state when you get in there? These boys have been trapped in there for 17 days. Obviously, they're excited they're being rescued. What's the sort of atmosphere in there? Is it just stress? Have they calmed down at this point? What are you dealing with?
The kids were extraordinary, and I can't overstate how calm and tough these little boys were. We explained this crazy idea that we were going to anaesthetise them and then take them out underwater. And seriously, the boys just, thumbs up, yep, all good, let's go.
Wow.
And I just was incredulous at how calm the lads were, really.
And I'm assuming they were under in the first place because it was quite a stressful situation getting out. Obviously, you guys are, quite highly trained and you had a little bit of experience. Was that the main reason?
This was absolutely the last option for me to do this anaesthetic plan because I felt it was so dangerous for these boys to be anaesthetised, pushed underwater for what would be a 3-hour trip underwater.
3 hours?
And normally you're there, if it's an operation, you're monitoring this.
Yeah, the lights are on.
Yeah, for starters.
You're not underwater. You're surrounded, they're covered in your patient's covered in monitors. You've got trained assistants with you. This was basically put them to sleep, push them underwater, head them off with a layperson, another diver who had no medical experience, and expect that they were going to be alive 3 hours later. I just didn't believe it was possible.
It's mind-boggling that you got them all out of there safe. And that's why I think the world thinks this is such an incredible story. And I mean, everyone knows about it. Every time you hear about it, you're like, it can't be. It seems like a movie.
Yeah.
And it's being made into a movie. Is that right?
Honestly, the whole thing was written like a Hollywood script, right?
Absolutely.
Right down to the last minute when the cave started flooding. As we got the last boy out, the cave re-flooded and the pumps broke down and everyone went running out screaming. I mean, honestly, this thing was made for Hollywood. And there's lots of stuff going on in the movie.
I mean, even the fact of you getting the call, like, I don't think that happens other than the movie, like, you're the only man with this expertise who can do this. Like,
look, it is such an incredible story.
it's not, the segment is unbelievable stories, but this is incredible. This is our first incredible story.
People can catch your podcast, Real Risk, if they want to hear more of this.
Thank you so much for spending so much time with us, Dr. Richard Harris, Harry to us, and make sure you check out Harry's podcast as well, Real Risk. Appreciate the chat.
Thanks, guys.
It's a debate, a big debate. Who will win medallion?
Yep, that's right. We each have 30 seconds to make our point on the topic.
Yeah.
And the jury decides who is the winner.
The topic this week is I'd love to live to 100. That is because Kane Tanaka carked it at 119. She is no longer the oldest. Now it's Sister Andre. She's 118 years old. French nun.
But Tanaka actually, I think, looks younger.
Well, not now, because she's dead.
Not anymore, no. I think we can all agree, though, like when you see photos of people who are 119, you go, I don't want to be that old.
They don't look like they're having a lot of fun.
No.
But that being said, I am arguing for, I'd like to live to 100. Maybe not 118, but I'd like to live to 100.
All right, I'm saying that would be horrible.
All right, well, we've both got 30 seconds each. Ben, your time starts now.
Why would anybody want to become a bedridden 102-year-old who lives in a nursing home because their kids don't love them anymore? For breakfast, you get a cup of pills that manage to squeeze another day of life out of your pruned-up existence. And for dinner, you get a tablespoon of Spam and some iceberg lettuce. Can you imagine when your 102-year-old nan comes over for your 9th birthday? She'd give you a 1.25-litre bottle of Snowdrop as a present and call you your sister's name the whole time. And I'd know, because that's what happened at mine. 80 is the sweet spot. Anything after that's a little bonus. And then anything after 90 is overstaying your welcome at the party of life.
Oh, you should win for that Snowdrop line. That was funny as. So good. All right, Ben. Well, I'm saying I'd love to live to 100. Everyone's going to have hoverboards in 2096. Forget PS5. Imagine the graphics and haptic feedback on the PlayStation 18. I can't wait. The older you get, the wiser you get. Plus, people always say the best time of your life is 90 onwards. They're the golden years, baby. It's unreal. You get to eat all day, you don't have to exercise, and you can soil yourself judgment-free. That's like my dream. Yeah, you'll outlive all your loved ones, but what a power play, am I right? You'll be there the whole time thinking, yep, I'm the strongest, I always knew it. I'll end on this. If you die before 100, you'll miss out on your letter from the Queen.
Ooh, that is a nice little cherry on top of making it 100.
Yeah. Courtney joins us now. She's a member of the jury. Who do you think won? Ben saying that you shouldn't live to 100, or me saying that, yeah, it's the bee's knees?
Well, I'm definitely with Ben. I got to say, I'm 30 and I still already have back pain and knee pain. I have minimal retirement savings, so I just want to blow it, and then after 80 say, see you later.
Yeah, Courtney, you're talking my language. And could you imagine, you mentioned, Liam, the PS18. Yeah. When you're that old, you won't be able to use it. Your thumbs won't work.
You won't be using your hands. You'll be plugging straight into the mainframe.
Mate, your brain won't work either. Yeah. None of it's working at that age.
I suppose so. Helen, what do you think? Who won the debate?
Ben, you are way too harsh, my love. My God, what can I say? Some is good, but more is better. You know, I mean, Liam, seriously, you've got it on the head right there, because in the words of my father, he said, if I knew I was going to live this long, I'd have looked after myself better. You get older, you just know more people, and you get to see your grandchildren, your great-great-grandchildren. What a joy is that?
Yeah. Nah, not for me, Helen.
Oh, look, it's crazy that this has happened, but it seems it's a 50-50, and Antonio is going to get the deciding vote once again.
Boys, very good debates today. My wife told me I had to stop being mean to you boys.
All right.
You did sound like you were being a little bit nicer in your voice.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, so I know she's listening. So, Tina, the boys did a great job.
Oh, g'day,
All
Tina.
right, let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do it.
I have to say, in all honesty, good debates today. You at least wrote them and got through them, so well done. Liam, some good stuff there. I got your gag about soiling yourself and not having to worry about it. Getting a letter from the Queen, very good. But Ben, I have to say, yours was just a funny debate this week. You know, you're talking about pills that keep you alive, Spam for dinner, and I actually had the exact same thing on my birthday from my Nonna Maria. When she was 93, she gave me self-raising flour. Very close this week, but it has to be Ben.
Nah, fair.
That was a big debate. We now have the winner.
Snowdrop. So damn good. Ben, we have lots of ideas. Some of these ideas get up in the show, other times they're poo-pooed. And that's fair.
Yeah, so when you work in like a team environment in the radio, I might have an idea, or Liam might have an idea, and we'll say, hey, why don't we do this? And then normally the producers or the boss will say, no, that's a horrible idea.
Yeah, and look, over the last couple of years, we've been collecting up all the ideas that we really liked.
Yep.
But for whatever reason, the boss just said no to. And it's in something called the Forbidden Folder.
And the Forbidden Folder is inside the vault in the studio, Liam. Turn your key. I'll turn mine. Get out the Forbidden Folder.
Yeah, this is some hot stuff. What was prison like?
What was prison like?
If you've been to prison, 13 24 10, give us a buzz. We'd love to know what it was like in there.
Because, you know, you watch those TV shows like America's Hardest Prisons.
Yeah, Jailbreak.
Yeah.
And is it that bad here? Is it worse?
Let's find out. Darren joins us now. Good morning, Darren.
Morning, how you going?
Very good, thank you. Now, how much time did you serve and whereabouts did you serve?
About
2 months, and a month at Yatala and a month at Mobilong.
Okay.
Okay. And was it scary?
Yes and no. There was definitely scary people in there.
Was it scary because I would imagine that straight away within the first day, the biggest, scariest person would walk up to you and try and intimidate you. Does that happen?
No, because I was bigger and scarier than anyone.
Oh, okay, Darren, yeah.
So everyone wanted you in their crew. Is it true, like in the movies you see there's different cliques and there's different, there's some people hang out in that corner of the yard and do you have that, like in the cafeteria and that sort of thing?
Absolutely.
Do you still keep in contact with people you met while you're in the system?
No, not at all. I've seen one of them since crossing a road somewhere, just about ran him over, but apart from that, not seen anyone.
Yeah, okay. And so, is it more lax than we would think? Like, do you get to watch TV and stuff in there?
Oh, absolutely. You got your PlayStation, TV, anything that you can afford to get in there can come in.
So you
hang on.
Play PlayStation all day?
What do you mean when you say you can afford? Like, you would pay the prison money and they'd let you have a PlayStation?
No. You need money in an account, and then you can buy just about anything that you want to and have it in there.
Really? So in your cell, you can have a TV and a PlayStation. You can just play to your heart's content.
That's right. Yep.
But, and they don't ban it. You get to play like Grand Theft Auto. They don't. I thought they'd at least go, no, it's just Crash Bandicoot for you guys, all right, until you get out.
Darren, thank you so much for answering our questions.
Jeez.
We've got a lot of calls for this.
Roger, how long did you serve and where did you serve?
I did 4 years in a maximum prison over in Melbourne, and it was at Port Phillip Bay.
Port Phillip Bay. So you reckon that the Victorian prison was scarier than the Adelaide one?
Oh, mate, far, far, far worse than what you guys have got over here. Like, don't get me wrong, you got Yatala, and that's a bit rough in there, and you got Mobilong. Well, of course, the jails are a little bit rough, and there's bikies in every jail, but, you really look at it, and Melbourne's just topped it all off, to tell you the truth. They've got Barwon as well. You got to remember all the underbelly people, they did their time over there as well,
Did you get into any fights? Was it, really rough?
No, to tell you the truth, have you ever seen the little statues of those monkeys, hear no evil, speak no evil?
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's what you got to do. You just do that and you'll get along in jail quite fine.
All right, so you just keep your head down, that's it.
Roger, if I have...
Yeah, keep your head down, keep your nose out of people's stuff, and don't even see what they're doing, You look away, look at something else. Look at a bird flying in the sky.
I get the feeling that, if I went to prison or if Lehman went to prison, you'd be the kind of guy that would go, that person's clearly vulnerable.
Yeah, would you be
put my arm around him and tell him what I just told him?
Are you that guy? Because you...
No, not really, because I wouldn't even bother who comes in, because I'm there to do my time, and then I'm out of there.
Oh, damn. I thought we were the Andy Dufresne to your Morgan Freeman. I kind of felt
I don't know. I reckon you boys would, I reckon they'd love to have you in there to have a little bit of a play.
Yeah, maybe.
Roger, now that you're out of prison, is it hard to get a job, or are you coping around?
Look, it is and it isn't. It's basically what you're after, what kind of work you're into. It's just evolves around that kind of stuff. Basically, if you put your head down, you're going to get somewhere back in life. Everyone does their mistakes. Yeah, okay, you go into a bad place, but hey, not everyone's bad. We all make mistakes. We all change.
That's it.
People say you don't change. Well, I'll tell you what, go to jail. That changed me. I don't smoke no more, and I don't drink alcohol no more.
Good on you, Roger.
One
more question, because, you've been so great. Is the prison wallet a thing?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, okay.
It is.
Loud and clear. I got you.
Roger, you've been a pleasure to talk to, mate.
Beautiful, guys.
Every now and then, if we do something earlier in the week and we get so many calls for it, we just go, why not do it again?
Second chance, second chance, second chance. Second chance, talk back on your radio. Second chance.
Earlier this week, we did one of our favourites, Ben, Obscure Celebrity Connections, because I was explaining how Olivia Newton-John, God rest her soul, actually was in my lounge room.
Which is pretty wild.
Yeah, because I didn't see it, but she was friends with the previous owner.
Yeah.
13 24 10 is the number. The calls are already coming through. We're joined now by Beck. So what's your Obscure Celebrity Connection?
Well, my dad was in an AA meeting, and he said to the Chili Peppers, do you want to come back and meet my daughter and her best friend? And so he brought them home to us.
My God.
Hang on. Why were the Chili Peppers at the same AA meeting as your dad?
They were doing a tour in Adelaide, and whatever city they were in at the time, they would go to a AA meeting.
And they said yes, and they came back and they met you?
Yeah, yep.
You are kidding.
That is unbelievable.
Are we talking
Like
like
20 years ago,
Anthony
but,
Kiedis, Flea, like the whole shooting match?
Yeah, but my dad said, hey, this is Anthony, da, 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 da. And we're just like, yeah, cool, more old guys you've brought home from AA. and they left.
Yeah.
And Dad's like, I thought you'd want to meet the Chili Peppers. And we're like, oh my God.
That is incredible.
So
and I
the
suppose-
Chili Peppers, they just came over your house after they met your dad at an AA meeting.
Yeah, when I was about 16, so like nearly 20 years ago. It was crazy. But, yeah.
Where were you living at the time?
Yeah.
We were living in Valley View. So
I love that Anthony Kiedis walking around Valley View. What you get to give it to your mama? That just doesn't compute, does it? I love
it
that,
was
Beck.
just like any other AA bloke coming back for a coffee after the meeting. There was
Well, that's unreal. Mel, I'm sorry you've got to come in after that, but can you tell us about your obscure celebrity connection?
Yes, absolutely. I met Pink at the Central Markets.
So raise your glass
What was Pink doing at the Central Markets?
Well, there used to be a shop called Xanadu, and there was all kind of like new age stuff, and she was getting a tarot reading downstairs.
Really? So Pink was at the Central Markets getting her fortune told?
Yeah.
I love that. I like the person's like, yes, I see much money and success, and I see a woman flying around in a ribbon in front of lots of people.
And did you go and say hello to her, or did you just see her from a distance?
Yes, no, the woman who worked in there actually told me that she was down there, and so she came up and personally introduced me to Pink.
Whoa.
And I managed to have a photo with her and have a bit of a, oh my God, you're Pink moment.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I mean, because if you walked into the Central Markets into Xanadu with this shop that sells crystals and the lady went, Pink's downstairs, you go, sure, cool. All right, I don't know what you've been smoking, but I'm going to just go do my shopping.
Good morning, Margot. What is your obscure celebrity connection?
Good morning, Ben and Leah. Prince Philip once swam in my childhood pool.
Prince Phil had a dip in your pool?
Yeah, Prince Phil in the pool. He was out, I grew up in Victoria. He was out in Australia for a polo tournament and apparently needed somewhere to relax for a day. So my family had connections to where the polo tournament were.
Yeah.
And, he came on over and had a swim apparently.
So you didn't meet him, you just know that he came over?
I know he came over. I was only 2 at the time.
Okay.
He definitely came over. Secret Service came in and swept the house before he came over, checked all the toilets for bombs, that sort of thing.
Do you reckon Prince Philip, after they've checked the toilet for bombs, he goes in there and drops one and says, you want to check it again, boys?
Elizabeth really would find this terribly, terribly unamusing. This is the sort of stuff you can get on a Regal Boys trip.
Ben and Liam is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.